Your news for the state of Tennessee in 10 minutes. Tennessee in 10 is made possible by Tennessee Department of Labor and Workforce Development.
Thanks for joining us for Tennessee in 10. I'm Alexandria Adams. We're starting here with some breaking news out of East Tennessee. Volkswagen Chattanooga employees are ready to strike. That's if new labor contract negotiations fail. Members of the United Auto Workers Union voted last night to authorize that strike. The UAW says their goal is to avoid a strike altogether. And what happens next? Well, that depends on how Volkswagen responds.
I'm Jerry Askin. The Memphis-Shelby County School Board is expanding its bus services to help Latino students. A plan is set to be rolled out next month. It'll allow kids in the parent responsibility zone who live within 1.5 miles of an elementary school or within 2 miles of middle and high school to ride the bus. Some school board members say some parents are afraid to take their children to school due to ICE being on patrol in Memphis. MSCS Superintendent Dr. Roderick Richmond will conduct a long-term sustainability and fiscal impact study on the cost, safety, and legal parameters of the expanded school bus zone.
Hello from the WVLT Newsroom. I'm Will Puckett. Well, right now, SNAP benefits are set to run out Saturday. This is if the government shutdown continues into the weekend. This would impact nearly 120,000 people in East Tennessee alone. Right now, Second Harvest Food Bank has activated its emergency plan as this shutdown continues. What that means is the food bank says they're preparing more food boxes so they can get them out to families immediately. They're also increasing how much they're set to give at their mobile pantries in November and making sure their partners are stocked with staples like milk, peanut butter, and macaroni and cheese. Now, Second Harvest serves 18 counties in East Tennessee. They also have around 700 partners.
We saw an increase in demand over the last 2 years. So this could be almost unprecedented in the number of people that need food if the government shuts down the way it sounds like it will be. And it could not have come at a worse time. 4 days, 5 days away from November, right? And then always thinking about the holiday dinners. So we're just in prep mode to do whatever we can to supply more food to those who need it.
State data is revealing that 23% of children in Tennessee receive some sort of SNAP benefits.
The devastation happening from Hurricane Melissa in the Caribbean has some Memphians wondering when they can safely return home. To Memphian Alicia White, who's in Montego Bay, Jamaica, celebrating her family. They've been there more than a week and have no idea when they'll be able to fly back to the States. She says she's thankful they're all okay, but the devastation is difficult to fathom. It's something Damian Lumsden knows all too well. He moved from the island to Memphis at 18 and says he's only seen one hurricane of this magnitude hit his home country.
When you go there, half of the island is under construction. Homes are being built but not being finished. And, you know, people literally go to work, save their money, and put it in their houses. So to watch that just go away, you know?
It's devastating.
Yeah.
Lumsden's mom is in Kingston, Jamaica, but his grandparents are in Portland. That's a much more rural area where electricity has been limited. He's praying for their safety and also encouraging folks to donate to reputable organizations to help with recovery and restoration efforts.
Well, right here in East Tennessee, one family is watching the reports out of Jamaica following Hurricane Melissa closely. They have family that lives in the country, and after the Category 5 hurricane made landfall in Jamaica, communications were cut off, and now they're waiting to see and make sure that their family is doing all right. T.Kel Finnegan and his mother are currently awaiting to hear from his sister and her 2 children who are in the area of Montego Bay and Falmouth, Jamaica. He says that the last time they spoke, her family had just lost power. Now with images and video coming out from the storm, lots of flooding and buildings destroyed, they're closely watching reports from their home.
I'm watching the TV, watching the news, trying to see what's going on, trying to look on social media, calling family members, who knows, been messaging everyone and haven't heard anything. So it's just kind of nervous, you know, kind of more worried right now.
Yeah, wait and see mode for Finnegan. He says that he's lived through hurricanes before he actually moved to Knoxville in 2002. He says for many in Jamaica, their home is their most valuable asset. Again, right now, as the sun rises in Jamaica for the second day following Hurricane Melissa, many are getting to see the damage for the first time. Finnegan family hoping to hear from his sister and her children here soon.
Shipping giant FedEx is announcing the company plans to, quote, eliminate a small number of positions. Released to Action News 5. The company says, quote, after careful consideration, we made the difficult decision to eliminate a small number of positions as we realign functions and enhance operational effectiveness as part of our ongoing transformation. We are working directly with affected individuals to ensure they have support during this transition, end quote. From the Action News 5 studio here in Memphis, I'm Jerry Askin. Now back to you.
Well, here in the Mid-State, 700 workers at the General Motors plant, the battery plant in Spring Hill, are being told not to come to work. We know that the plant makes battery cells for electric cars. GM saying that there's not as big of a demand right now for those EVs, so they're temporarily pausing the production. Some employees will be eligible to receive part of their pay and their benefits, and they should be back to work in the middle of next year. Hundreds of workers at the GM plants in Detroit and Ohio, they are also being laid off.
Sad news out of the University of Tennessee as a beloved mascot has been diagnosed with cancer. Smokey 10 has thrilled University of Tennessee fans for 9 seasons before retiring in 2022. But during a recent veterinary appointment, doctors say they found a mass that turned out to be kidney cancer on Smokey 10. The 14-year-old is doing okay. UT says they're going to help him enjoy every day with the best quality of life. He spends most of his time at home with his 2 sons, including Smokey 11, which is the current University of Tennessee mascot. Definitely sending our thoughts and strength to Smokey 10 as he battles this cancer. From the WVLT Newsroom, I'm Will Puckett. Now back to you.
All right, well, you can stream Tennessee in 10 daily to get your stories right across from the Mid-State. Thanks for joining us in the state of Tennessee. Enjoy your Thursday.